Basically, if you can't hold a conversation with someone about something that you appreciate, they're not the type of people that you should be hanging around with. It's not how friends work. They're not just there for decoration. They're there to have a conversation and a relationship with. Hey guys, it's Alyssa, and welcome to Alyssa Explains It All, where I explain things about SUNY Oswego and college in general. Today's episode is going to be about pressure. I've talked about stress, I've talked about emotions, but even though pressure is part of these things, it's its own category. Pressure comes in all shapes and sizes, and the reason why pressure is a big deal is because it's from outside forces. I mean, you make decisions based upon the pressures that you receive, but it's from things that are happening outside of your control that sometimes you follow through with. Let's discuss what these pressures are and why they are sometimes important. The first type of pressure that you're going to follow into is social pressure, or peer pressure. When you enter college, you enter in with people that you know, or sometimes you don't know anybody and you have to make a new group of friends. When this happens, when you have people that you already know that go here, you may want to conform to things that they do. But when you enter into college, you may want to expand yourself. Maybe you want to make new friends. And that doesn't mean that you can't be friends with them. You just find your own little group, your little niche, and sometimes that's okay. When this happens, sometimes you feel like you need to conform to what your best friend that you've known for a long time is doing. And sometimes you may not like that. Well, if I'm gonna be their friend still, I might as well just do whatever they do. Don't let that be your plan. Follow your own steps, follow your own path, do what you want to do and not what someone else wants to do. Then you have people that you don't know and then you make friends with, and sometimes you're only friends with them in class, maybe you have just the same major as them, maybe you live down the hall from them, but you really don't have anything else in common substantially that will help you build a relationship. Sometimes you may feel like you need to fit in. If everyone in your hallway is going to dinner together, you may feel like I need to go to dinner with them. But if you have plans with another group of friends that you really like, don't conform and feel pressure that you shouldn't go there and not just hang out with people in the hall because you just want to be close with them. The second pressure that you feel definitely from outside forces is this feeling of working hard and doing well in college. I posted in the class of 2019 group, which are the current freshmen right now, about my video, and I asked them if they feel any pressures, and they all talked about how their parents are very concerned about their grades, they want to do well, and how high school is a lot different than college, and the pressures are a lot different because of how different the environments are. So sometimes your parents in high school, or even school in general in high school, and you working hard, you were always like, gotta work hard, gotta get that A. If I don't get an A, if I don't get a good grade, I'm gonna feel bad. In high school, you were told to work harder and you had this whole schedule, but then when you came to college, everything was a little different because now you have a lot more to do, you have a lot more free time, you have a lot more time to be social, and sometimes work gets in the way and you feel like you can't handle all this. I understand, I know that academics is really important, but you shouldn't feel so much pressure to work that hard. And sometimes outside forces, like you have to maintain this scholarship, you have to get a dean's list, you have to get president's list. Sometimes your parents are like, well, I did well in school, or your older siblings or your older cousins did well in school, you have to too, and that's the only way that you're gonna get successful in life is if you get good grades. And that's okay if your parents taught you and made you grow up like that, because there's some parents out there who are like that. My mother didn't raise me like that. I was raised in a household where I get the best grade that I can, and if there was a reason that I failed, obviously there was a reason. I even got more upset about bad grades than my mom. Make sure that you stick to your work, but don't let it consume your life. College, again, is a time to be social and a time to reach out and learn more about yourself, and you can't do that if you're stuck in the library in a carrel or in your room by yourself on your laptop typing away. The third type of pressure that you feel, kind of same thing, goes into peer pressure, but it's more about environment pressure. Let's say that you were that kid in high school who was really quiet, who didn't really go out a lot on the weekends, who barely even saw their friends. They had a very small group of friends and they didn't party or do anything exciting. Well, not even exciting, but did something that was with a large group of people. That was mostly me, I'm just saying. And then you come into college and you're like, oh my god, wait, I need to do this now. I need to change who I am. I have to fit in. I have to go to these big events and party and hang out with these type of people. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel left out and I'm not gonna know what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna feel like I'm an outcast and people are gonna make fun of me and they're gonna judge me because I didn't go to that party that night or like didn't do anything over the weekend. If you weren't that type of person before, don't be that type of person unless you really, really, really want to be. Don't feel like you're forced or pressured to be this party person, to be this person that goes out and has fun for 5 days of the week. A lot of people who go to college do not do that. I didn't do that. No. And no one cares if you didn't go out. And if they do, I don't know why. So these pressures of conforming to friends, whether they're new friends or old friends, working hard, getting those good grades, and also the environment that you're in shouldn't be bad. I mean, they could be really good. Sometimes you have to be forced to do something. You're awesome, I'm awesome, and thank you for watching this video. And if you would like to, you can press the subscribe button to find out when I post more Alyssa Explains It All, so when SUNY Oswego post more videos about things around the campus. If you have any questions, comments, or video ideas, you can always tweet me at listlist15. I'm always on the internet, so if you have anything that you would like me to talk about or questions that you'd like me to answer, I will be sure to do that. And if I can't answer them, I will find some place that can answer it for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, or whatever day it is, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you around, okay? Bye. Ba 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 ring. Ba 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 ring.